there, Marina.
Hey, Natalie, how are you doing?
Super well, thank you.
So today is a very important topic, and we're covering how to stay organized as a blogger. Because there's so many things that you can be doing day to day to grow your blog that you need to have a system in place so that nothing gets undone.
Yeah, right? Like we have blogs, we have social media channels, some of us has YouTube channels, we have businesses, we have email lists, we have affiliate marketing programs.
To catch your breath because there's just so much stuff that needs to get done. And of course, we both have different ways that we approach our content, but I feel like we have similar ways when it comes to organizing ourselves and getting everything done.
100%. We are organizational pros. So we figured we'd take some time to share with you some of our favorite ways to stay organized as a blogger and online business owner. So Marina, take it away.
Absolutely. So basically, I just use one tool in my online business to help me stay organized. And the very best part is that you can use that tool for free. So what I use to get organized in my business is actually Google Drive. So I'll take you now behind the scenes into my Google Drive and show you exactly what I do to keep me organized. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Beautiful. So I basically have a master to-do list, as you can see over here, and I put in yellow anything that has a specific date. So for instance, this here was a sponsored video that I did, and I actually need to send them the link to the blog post and to the video once it goes live on Wednesday, May 5th at 9:45 a.m. Eastern. So I leave these things closer to the top. Then if you scroll down over here, I'm currently creating my content for my YouTube channel for the month of July because I like doing everything in advance because that makes me less stressed if something comes up and I don't have a video to publish either on a Tuesday or on a Thursday. And basically I have this little coding strategy over here with little letters that represent different things. So S is script, G is graphics, R is record, E is edit, U is upload, I is Instagram, C is ConvertKit, B is blog, and T is tailwind. Here are the dates that I'll be publishing each video and the title of each video.
Awesome.
And here's another thing. You may be like, why are these R's over here in yellow, whereas everything else is not currently highlighted? Well, I usually have a color coding system. If there is nothing that is filled out, it's because I haven't started it yet. What is in yellow is something that I started but haven't yet completed, and then I'll switch that to green once something is done and over with. So this way I'll know exactly where I am in any particular video so that I don't miss out on any of the steps. And one thing that you may have noticed is that I don't follow a logical or chronological order when creating my videos. I won't go ahead and do this video and start and finish it and then go to this video and so on and so forth. In order to maximize my time and keep myself productive, I'll actually batch create my content. So today,
we have a whole video about, right? So I want us to make sure we don't repeat ourselves. For creating videos, I'm going to put the link. You guys can check out that video. But my question, because I know we've talked about this before, Marina, that's why I was like, hold up. How do you organize like your footage, your social media graphics? Like, do you save those all into your Google Drive or are those on your computer? So like, how do you, this is content organization for blog posts and videos, but what about like the files that make up all of this?
So smart. Great question, Natalie. So what I actually do is that I save all of those files in my computer in different folders. So as you can see here, we have July videos. We have all of the videos that I need to create in this month. And here are the things that I started it with. For instance, for this video on HTML Wix, I started recording. So I did the face portion of my video. I still need to do the actual screen recording, which is why this over here was in yellow and not in green. If I had done the screen recording, that would have been in green as well. And then I will have the graphics, I will have everything over here, except for the script, which is actually in my drive. I have a folder for all of my scripts. And then I literally have the name of the file, which is YouTube videos, and I have the date. So it'll make it way easier for me to find and locate that file for a particular month. And then every single time that I start and create, excuse me, a particular file. So for instance, say that I edited and finished this video, I'll actually drag and drop the finished file into my iCloud so that it's not occupying space on my computer. And then I'll delete all of the extra files, which I won't need anymore once the video has been uploaded.
Okay, cool. So you are a iCloud, Google Drive person.
Exactly. I like clouds.
Cool. So
maybe you can show us what you do.
Yeah, so I also kind of have a one type document where I have everything. So it's literally just this, just a random Google Doc, not as organized as yours, but like these are just like videos I want to promote and just little bits of information I want to come back to, things I need to do. I kind of play around with them here, moving them up and down my to-do list. So this is kind of like point one, like where I always look, but more so I do have my printable calendar for the month where I just keep track of meetings, like things I need to do, I highlight. I kind of plan out where I'm going to do certain things, keep track of like people who have to pay me in the little bottoms corner on my calendar. So I kind of just, this is like my overview, usually every single day, and it's Monday, so I haven't done it as yet. I just have like a pile of scrap paper. I try to reuse every bit of paper, and I'll just write down like the things I want to get done today. So I know today's filming day, so I didn't have to write that down. That was easy. In terms of like organizing blog posts, I also use Google Drive. So I have a whole folder on my drive that's just a whole folder that's just new posts. So like these are all blog posts that I need to publish. Everything just needs to be imported into WordPress. So that's what I do for documents. I design my graphics primarily in Photoshop. So I do actually have some folders, and I'll show you guys, where I just organize by the name of the blog post. So I don't organize by, so you guys can see here, like this is just, and the folders are dated. So obviously, I know when they were, like these are older posts and the newer posts are at the top. So I just kind of like keep things organized by that. And then inside is like all the graphics for that blog post. And I don't back up into iCloud. This is a newer computer, so I have like a terabyte of space for now, 700 gigs left, but everything does get copied into my Dropbox. So like, for example, my MacBook Pro and my iMac, the desktop, all the documents are in my 2 terabyte Dropbox folder, which I like using because I can send file requests to clients. I can, keep track of everything. All of my freebies are in a Dropbox folder, and these links are then in like ConvertKit. And I like this because instead of worrying about, oh gosh, I got to go update links or whatever, I always share the link to the folder and I just update what's inside of it, as opposed to having to like go back and like update links. So for me, I'm also about the Google Drive. I upgraded. I think I have, I don't know how much space I have in Google. I pay them like $30 a month for more space, because what I do is I try to keep my emails organized using, I don't know, you have a Mac too, right?
Yes, I do.
Do you use Mail?
No, I actually just log into Gmail. I used to use Mail and then I stopped.
Yeah, Mail is amazing because I have every single email address I have all like inside of here, and I organize my emails into these folders. I don't know if you guys can see, just everything kind of in my Google Drive. which I upgraded so I could save all my emails in there. And I have a lot of rules. One thing I like is, so basically these are all folders. So if you're, for example, if I'm in an affiliate program, these are all the emails of the affiliate programs. They all get pushed into this folder, so they're not crowding my inbox and I don't have to move them. So those are my main things. iMail, I use that to organize all my emails. They're all together. I upgraded my Google Drive to, I think it's 100 gigs. I don't know what it is, $30 a month, a year, sorry, pretty affordable. And I pay about 150 to Dropbox for the whole year for 2 terabytes. So I can send file requests, I can back up my Mac Mini and my MacBook Pro to the cloud so I don't lose anything. And I do have Canva too, but like my Canva graphics are for just pins, and I organize those into folders. I don't know if you guys want to see that.
And I love one thing that you said, which is really helpful, because sometimes you don't know how to keep track of content that you created, but then you can go on your blog and be like, oh, I posted this in January. And so if you already have all of your files and all of your folders with particular dates, it makes finding a specific piece of content way easier than actually having to go and search for the name of that particular piece of content. So
and since everything is on my computer, even if it's in my Dropbox, I can search my Dropbox on my computer. So I just type in the file name and I'm able to quickly find my files, even if it's technically like in the cloud, right? Like it doesn't have to be on my computer for me to be able to find it. Another tip I have for you guys, and I'll show you, if you guys have Canva, and I love Canva, I think it's worth paying for. I got a Canva Pro account, and when I signed up, and I think you're still able to do this, you can create up to 5 accounts under your one Canva Pro. So I have a different login for every website so that when I'm in Canva, I'm not like, oh my gosh, why is like, it's all you boo stuff here, like get out of the way, like why is client stuff here, like I don't want to see it. So like this is how I stay organized. I have a different Canva account all under my one Pro account for each project / website. That way things are not messy and not mixed up. That's my last tip.
That's a great tip. I love that. I also really enjoy having different folders for different things. So for instance, if I purchased a new Canva template, I'll have just a folder for things that I purchased. I have a folder for templates that I created myself for, say, for instance, for Pinterest pins, so that it literally makes looking and locating for a particular template so much easier when I'm creating new designs. So all of these little systems make a huge difference in how you're working so that you actually work smarter and not harder.
It's true. Stay organized. Like we were talking about taxes, for example, like I file my own taxes, and it's only possible because I stay organized with my receipts. They're all in one folder. I know where they are. So figure out a system for yourself that's going to help you to stay organized. So we'll put links below to everything we mentioned. Hopefully this was helpful. Let us know if you have questions.
Totally. And also let us know how you keep yourself organized in your business, if there are any particular tools that you use, so that we can share experiences with everyone. So just leave your comments down in the description box below.
And don't forget to subscribe to my channel.
And make sure to subscribe to my channel over here.
And
we'll see you.
We have another video for you. Check that out. See you next week.
Over there. See you guys.